play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Thinks.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Third down is a run by Moss. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And Chase will go in motion left. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Middle.
The handoff, running left, Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Let's get set.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play
and
get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if there's a
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Ready?
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 2, ready?
2nd and 9.
Gun. Start.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Let's get set.
A Chase will go in motion left.
Start.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far.
On one, ready?
That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game.
Here we go,
back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Again, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
No, we changed it.
3rd and 5.
We changed it.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
180. 13.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He'll take it inside the 25.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18-yard. First and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Ready, shot. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Shut up.
To throw is Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from 6 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they
Back.
recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Gotta go
How's
forward.
the head
Let's
coach
go.
handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they
11,
just make
11.
a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And you start to think
I'm
if
one,
it's
ready?
going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive.
Here we
Down
go.
3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And it'll be second down.
Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make
Here
plays,
we go.
just like that one we saw there.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do
Here
to
we go.
crack this defense.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Get on. On.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Middle, middle. Shut up.
Now it's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 45 yards. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on
Gun,
their next
gun.
drive.
Stop.
Charles, we
Stop.
know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you
Hey,
feel
we're
like they
good, we're
really
good,
need
we're
to
good.
respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the
I'm fine,
place
ready?
of runs and give you a little more space.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here
we
on
go.
fourth down. They're
11,
going for
11,
it.
11. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's get
So
set.
now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, hey. No, we changed it. Touch.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.